Hello everyone, my name is Dakota and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, we talk about everything superhero related, and in today's video we're going to be reacting to the Avengers Doomsday trailer. Now I was totally caught by surprise when I saw this was posted on Instagram this morning. I was fully expecting us to get this trailer during San Diego Comic-Con, which is this weekend, so it's very surprising to me that we got it today. But Doomsday is not really one of my most anticipated movies, but I will save my thoughts on Doomsday until after the trailer. But yeah, now that that's all out the way, let's get into this trailer. First frame already, we've got Xavier's School of Gifted Youngsters. One of the things I am excited for Doomsday is to see the X-Men, and of course Joaquin Torres, the Falcon. That I'm very excited to see him again. That is one of my favorite not only Marvel characters but also comic book characters as well. I love Danny Ramirez and I just love everything that he does, so I'm very excited to see the Falcon again, Sam Wilson of course, Black Panther, and Atuma. Oh my gosh, dude, if you guys know me, you know I love Atuma, so I'm very excited that he's back.
Something's coming.
Oh, Charles Xavier.
Something we may not be able to deter. Before this day is done, we shall be faced with an unthinkable
Is that Doom?
decision.
Ooh. Immediately no. I'm sorry. Okay, I had a Thunderbolts video up and I took it down because I think I was a little too harsh, but I do have my thoughts about Thunderbolts and a whole new Avengers thing. I don't like it at all. Once again, I think it's a disservice to Sam Wilson's Captain America. And I understand because I have read Sam Wilson's comics and I understand that he's always fighting for this role of Captain America, but to me, Steve Rogers would never have to fight this hard to be Captain America, because even in Sam Wilson's run, Symbol of Truth, which is literally right behind me, I love that run so much, people eventually accept him as Captain America. Yes, at first it's hard, but the general public does accept him as Captain America. In the MCU now, we have more people who don't accept him as Captain America rather than do, and I just don't like that. I don't like this whole new Avengers thing. I'm not calling them the new Avengers, I'm sorry. They are the Thunderbolts. I don't like the ending of Thunderbolts. I think Thunderbolts is a very good movie, but the ending just completely ruins it all. I'm going to do my quick Thunderbolt spiel right here. I think that them becoming Avengers completely disregards everything that they talked about earlier in the movie. Their whole thing is that they don't have to be this team, they don't have to be Avengers because they're not Avengers, and then they're going after Val and they want to kill Val this whole entire time, and then at the very end she gets scared when they're all like going up against her and she's like, oh, do you guys want to be Avengers? And they're like, well, yeah, sure. And that just doesn't really make sense to me, and that's like a character flaw for me in all of the Thunderbolts. And it doesn't really make sense for Bucky Barnes to be teaming up with John Walker. Dude, I can literally go on and on about this, but I really do not like the new Avengers, and to see like their logo on the tower now is actually, oh, that actually makes me mad. But you know, what can you do? But yeah, I don't like that, and I feel like this trailer is gonna make me mad, but let's continue.
Fought with many warriors in my time.
Oh, where is Joaquin? Okay, but all of them together is actually crazy. Sam Wilson, wow. And then we've got Thor talking. That's crazy.
And all of us put together, and they died. They died facing enemies.
Ooh.
And threats.
Ooh, wait.
That scared me far less than this one.
Oh, Cyclops. Oh, Shang-Chi. Oh, he's so cool. Oh, Gambit.
Everything that they sacrificed me for nothing.
Loki.
If we do not stand
Oh,
together.
Shuri, love her. Wait, let's see. We got Martin. Oh my god. We got Joaquin Torres. We got Joaquin Torres. That is literally when I tell you I am the biggest Joaquin Torres fan. You guys can't see it, but I have a whole entire Brave New World shelf and a movie theater size poster in my room. Brave New World is literally my movie. Wow. Okay. But where is Sam? I'm not seeing Sam, but I'm seeing Bucky. So we've got Fantastic Four, Thunderbolts, Joaquin Torres randomly, and then the people of Wakanda. And where are they? What is his background? Like, what's happening? What's happening? Okay, let's continue.
Put aside your petty squabbles.
Ooh, Mystique. Oh my god, that's actually insane.
Presume nothing except this.
Ooh, that looks so good.
If you return,
Aww.
you will
Aww.
return as brothers and sisters.
Okay. Oh. Wait, what suit does he have?
But mark my words,
We will dissect that later. Okay.
we're going to need a miracle.
I'm sorry, I'm not the biggest fan of RDJ as Doom, so I'm not really...
It's not possible.
Who is that? What? Why did I think that was Bucky at first? The long hair actually got me thinking that was Bucky. Okay, but you guys don't even get me started on this Chris Evans back as Steve Rogers rant, because I will go on and on. Another nostalgia bait. I don't like Chris Evans back as Steve Rogers. I'm not saying back as Captain America. He's back as Steve Rogers, dude. Like, I don't like that. I think it overshadows Sam Wilson. No matter how much you try and spin it, you're overshadowing Sam Wilson having Chris Evans come back as Steve Rogers. And honestly, I think it's kind of hypocritical of him, because he's like saying, oh, like there's a tweet from a few years ago of Chris Evans literally saying Sam Wilson is Captain America, period. Like, and then you're back. It gives me money hungry. Like, that's what it gives to me. It gives money hungry. Like, I don't know why you would want to come back and continue this character where you were originally satisfied where you left off on. I just don't like it. I'm sorry. And this doesn't get me excited. It's not getting me hype. I don't like it. But that's interesting, because originally I was thinking, okay, maybe he's like in a flashback or something, or like something small, something minimal. But here it looks like we're getting ready for the final battle, and he's with Thor, and now they're gonna go against Doom. That's what I'm getting from this, but let's continue. Oh, and that's like the end. Okay. There's nothing else. Oh, I thought there would be like something quick at the end. You guys are gonna hate me for like how brutal I'm about to be. I think this is just a cash grab for not having an IMAX format, because what is Infinity Vision? That just seems like you just want it to be IMAX, but you're using a different name to kind of like pull people in. But this suit up scene, I love a good suit up scene, okay? And Black Panther is my number one. I love Black Panther. I don't see a Tuma, but that's okay. Also, I don't know why they're fighting, because they had like a little truce going on at the end of Wakanda Forever, so it's interesting. Or it looks like they're going against Neymar, but I don't know. And then we've got some Fantastic Four in the back. Oh, is this a Tuma? Oh, that is a Tuma. That is a Tuma. Oh my gosh. We've got a Tuma right here. I don't know if you guys can see my cursor, but we've got a Tuma right here. I love a Tuma, guys. I love a Tuma. I love a Tuma. Who is this over here? Is this Joaquin Torres, or am I crazy? Is this Joaquin Torres, or am I crazy? That's definitely him. The armor, I fear that's Joaquin Torres. Joaquin Torres, it looks like maybe Bucky Barnes and Ava Starr over here. And then we've got some Fantastic Four, Sue Storm and Ben Grimm. This is so like interesting. Well guys, this is gonna be a quick trailer reaction, because honestly, if I'm being honest, that trailer was a nothing burger. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That trailer was nothing burger. And if you're offended by me saying that, I do apologize, but not really. I am upset with Avengers Doomsday. Like I said, time and time again, I think it is doing a disservice to Sam Wilson's Captain America. And also, I just feel like I'm more of a street level type of person. Like, the movies that I tend to rewatch are like the Spider-Man movies, the Black Panther movies, Daredevil, stuff like that. I never really was the type of person to be like geeked over, you know, Avenger level stuff. One of my favorite Avengers movies would be Civil War, but that's literally because of Spider-Man and Black Panther, those kind of like street level heroes. The most Avenger level type thing that I'll get to is like something like Black Panther. But honestly, Black Panther can be sort of street level in a way. So, and yeah, like now that I'm thinking about it, all the Avengers like level stuff that I do enjoy is because of like Spider-Man and Black Panther, which are both street level people. So yeah, it's just not for me. I don't like what they're doing with the storylines of these characters. I think they're doing a disservice to a lot of people, and I'm not enjoying it. And literally this trailer gave nothing. I think this movie is going to be filled with a lot of hype moments, and I don't think it's going to be one that I enjoy really. But I also do believe, I wish there was another movie before this. I think we're jumping into Doomsday way too quickly. I wish Sam Wilson would have had another movie, something leading up to Doom. Doom is supposed to be like this menacing villain, and I'm just not like, I'm not feeling it. And also maybe it's because it's RDJ, and I'm not really the biggest fan of RDJ as Doom. I'm not saying that he's like not going to do a great job, because he's a good actor, he's great. I think he's going to do a good job as Doom, but I do wish that they would have given that role to someone else, someone like new, get a new actor, a new name in there. Someone that's going to be like really menacing. And you know, like I said, that's not to say that RDJ is not going to do a great job as Doom, because he's a great actor regardless, but I just don't know how I feel about him as Doom. Like I said, that feels like another cash grab. After everything that happened with Jonathan Majors, having RDJ as Doom kind of felt like Marvel trying to clean up like everything that was going on, a little like PR cleanup. Let's distract from Jonathan Majors and bring back RDJ. That's what it feels like to me, and that's not something that I particularly enjoy. So yeah, like I said, I'm not really an Avengers type of person. I mean, maybe if they did it right, but yeah, this is just really upsetting to me. I do wish we had another movie leading up to Doom. We know nothing. We're supposed to be really scared of this dude. He's supposed to be super, super powerful. And the only time that we have seen him is in a post-credit scene from Fantastic Four. So I am excited to see my favorite characters again on screen. And it's going to be really cool to see everyone kind of together randomly, like X-Men, people from Wakanda, you know, Thunderbolts, Sam Wilson's Avengers. But yeah, but I do wish that Sam Wilson had another movie leading up to this. I think it would have been cool to have a movie of him like kind of assembling his team, and then towards the end of that movie we get some like, you know, mention of Doom, and like, oh, this is coming in the next movie, you know, we got to get this team together, we're gonna work together, have some conflict, but then in the end come together as a team, and now we're all gonna fight Doom in this next movie. That would have been good to me. But now we have nothing. We're going straight from Brave New World into Doom. And I'm starting from Brave New World as kind of like, because Captain America is supposed to be leading the Avengers. Okay, Captain America is supposed to be front and center. And it just feels like as soon as Sam Wilson became Captain America, they put him on a back burner. And I don't like that. And I don't like the criticism that everyone gives to Brave New World of, you know, oh, Sam Wilson had 5 years to assemble the Avengers. Well, that's just not true. And then when people say that, I come back, well, did Steve Rogers assemble the Avengers in his first movie, Captain America, the First Avenger? No, like we got to know Steve Rogers, and we got to see him become Captain America. Now in Brave New World, we get to see Sam Wilson become Captain America, so now he should have another movie where he assembles his team and works with the team. We're like fighting this huge villain, which is Doom, with Captain America's team that we're seeing for the first time. We don't even know who's officially a part of Captain America's team. I mean, we know from like leaked promo arts and everything like that it's going to be, you know, him, Joaquin, Black Panther, Shang-Chi, Thor, and I think that's it for his team. Or there might be someone else I'm forgetting, but we know that's kind of like Captain America's team. But we shouldn't be seeing Captain America's team fighting together for the first time in Doomsday, and I will stand by that. I don't think that is a good decision, and I think it's, once again, just giving Sam Wilson the short end of the stick, as always. And it's like, I don't know why why are we doing this to Sam Wilson? He deserves so much better, and you know, there's not much I can really say about this other than just repeating myself over and over how poorly they're treating Sam Wilson and how much of a fan I'm not of it. I do wish that Sam Wilson was treated better in the MCU and given the chance and the opportunity that Steve Rogers got when he was Captain America, but you know, it is what it is, I guess. It is what it is. I thought I would feel differently about this movie after seeing the trailer. I was like, oh, you know, I don't really know what Doomsday is about. No one really knows what Doomsday is about. So let me watch the trailer and see if I get some sort of like, maybe they have a really, really good storyline going on here. And I just feel the same way as I did before watching this trailer. I feel like it's going to be a lot of hype moments, a lot of nostalgia bait, and reheating Avengers Infinity War and Endgame nachos. And I think the Russo brothers will unfortunately realize that you cannot do the same thing over and over and expect the same result. Like when Infinity War and Endgame came out, that was like monumental. It was huge. Everyone loved it. You know, it was a shock factor. Like, oh, you're killing so many like huge characters. You're killing Iron Man. You're making us think that Peter Parker is dead. You know, you're killing Black Widow. You're making us wait a year for the next movie. That was cool. That was great for the first time because no one had really ever done anything like that or tackled anything like that. But now, here we have Doomsday, and then we're going to have Secret Wars, which are a year apart, kind of like Infinity War and Endgame. And, you know, I won't be surprised if Doomsday has like this whole entire big battle, and then, you know, you kill off major characters and then leave us on a huge cliffhanger for Secret Wars, just like you did for Infinity War and Endgame. You have to bring something new. Yes, you can have like a common theme, and your common theme is, in this case, superhero movies. You can have a common theme, but you cannot do the same thing over and over again and expect people to be surprised or, you know, entertained. I think this one's gonna stir the pot a little bit with the Marvel fanboys, and I think I'm gonna upset a few people, which I'm okay with because, listen, I will stand by Sam Wilson for as long as I possibly can, and I will fight for Sam Wilson. But, you know, there's only so much I can do. Avengers Doomsday for me is just not one of my most anticipated films. I don't want everyone to be like, oh my god, you're hating on this movie and you're gonna be seated December 18th, you know, opening night. Well, yes, I am going to be seated December 18th because I need to see what they do with these characters, and I am online and I don't want to get it spoiled. To be a fan of something is to be able to critique it, and I think that is the highest level of love and appreciation that you can have for something. Sometimes people think that when you critique something you automatically hate it, and I completely disagree with that. If you love something so much that you can critique it, that is the best thing ever. Yeah, a lot of this isn't good fun. You know, obviously I am going to be seated opening night for this. I'm interested in what they're doing. It's just not one of my most anticipated movies of the year. My most anticipated movie is Spider-Man Brand New Day, obviously. But yeah, this does feel like a cash grab to me. I think I am missing the Kang storyline. I think it could have went so far. It tied in with What If and Loki and just the entire storyline that the MCU was heading towards. And if you could still do like this sort of Avengers Endgame level of a team up, if you had Kang Dynasty, everyone get together and fight Kang, like that's where we were going. And you know, they had all these different plot lines and different multiverses, and he, you know, he's very tied into all the multiverses, so it it would have made sense. But now it feels like everyone was critiquing the multiverses and, you know, saying like, oh, we don't know what's going on in Marvel anymore after, especially like Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, all these different multiverses, and seeing the same people but in a different multiverse. Wow, like we don't know what's going on anymore, and everyone's tearing apart online. And now you kind of want to switch gears and do like this huge menacing villain of Doom, but no one is scared of Doom. We're not scared of Doom. We don't even know this dude. Like, or maybe it's just me. I just feel like for a villain, and you know, villains can appear in a movie for the first time and still be menacing, but to have this level, this Thanos level, you have to show up more than once. Like, I'm not intimidated by Doom, and Doctor Doom is just not that big of a deal to me, I guess. Like, I need more. We had Thanos appearing in the Avengers movie in 2012, and then not again until Infinity War and Endgame. Like, we already had that idea of him, and we knew like he was in the back of our mind. We knew of him, you know, he was mentioned in Guardians of the Galaxy with Gamora and Nebula and all that, blah blah blah. We had that idea of Thanos, and we knew the level that he was at. With Doctor Doom, we saw him in Fantastic Four talking to Franklin, and that was it. That's all we know of Doom in the MCU. So, and I'm not a heavy like critic of Marvel movies, so, you know, doing all this with Doomsday is quite different for me. It feels like Marvel is trying to like grab back all these people that they lost, quote unquote, with this huge scale of a movie, because, you know, Avengers Endgame, is that the highest grossing movie? It's up there with like Avatar, right? Avatar's 1. Spider-Man No Way Home is still top 10. Wow. So like, it seems to me like they're trying to grab back all the people that they quote unquote lost with this, you know, recipe that they have that worked so well for them. Because I have Box Office Mojo open right now. Avengers Endgame is still the second highest grossing movie of all time. So it seems to me they're like, oh, like we need to grab back all these people that we lost, and what's the one thing that we can do to make everyone happy? What was everyone satisfied with? And everyone loved Endgame. Boom. Let's do that again. That's what I feel like the conversation was in the room with the Russo brothers. You cannot do the same video over and over again and expect it to go viral again. Like, yes, you can do something similar and it can go viral again, but you're never going to recreate the same video and have the same response from your audience. It's just never going to happen again. Like, that's for companies too. Like, that's for everything. Every piece of media, every sort of content creation, you can't do the same thing over and over again and milk it, as the kids would say. You're milking it. Okay, so my phone literally died midway recording this. I'm gonna take that as a sign to wrap it up here. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. Probably not, because it's overall negative, I would say, probably. So I apologize for that. It's just, I have a lot to say about Doomsday. Everything is subject to change. I go into the movies with an open mind every time, but we will end it off there. Let me know what you guys think about Avengers Doomsday. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys don't think I absolutely hate the Russo brothers, because I don't. And I will see you all in the next one. Hopefully the next video will probably be talking about Spider-Man Brand New Day, which is actually insane. I'm so excited for that movie. I might have a crochet video coming up. I might do something. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Let me know what you think about Avengers Doomsday in the comments down below, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.